for you to go steal from the web post.
Yeah, he said I'm joining to go steal to the web minister to get money to the store that will go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same leisure?
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police before the man call me back. Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around 8:30, the man called me. He said, "Oh, my man, I let you be and call you back again."
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You do for a working place, you come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say
when they call you in the now.
When the man call me in the
yeah.
He asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
the message. You want to give you what tea?
Tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink
with bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of real bread.
With egg inside.
With egg inside my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food make you now carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right here. So one of my friend call me.
And the same man you going to now?
Yeah, the same man.
The man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then there are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
Then there are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah. Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I train the car now,
air condition all inside.
No, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the water now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like can here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, can I say when I move from here I'll free? Can I say when I move from here I'll free? You say one talk again. I wanted to mean it. Who talk clear to you, but you talk in the question. Hi, not looking. Hi, you looking. Hi, looking. Then you want force and no more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
The tea explained to me that you come to get fair. You say you carry the tea to the man. After you carry the tea to the man, and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not fair.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, there's me. You say make it egg and bread. You bring it to. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer, then
okay. Say again. I ask you no more questions here. Okay, that's why.
You were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position. Don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And not need one to pull me, I will take it. I did it at that time, so I cannot dodge. But what I'm telling you is this: I have been refound, not only by myself, but by God alone.
But being refound, don't you think it will still follow you? This is a political era. Like you can
Let
remember.
me tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. You didn't force me to tell you. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Look, Jesus Christ himself said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why do you think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there will be criminal in the world. Look, if I go to steal chicken today, you'll put hanger on me and try to read me in Bagan.
Are you making this statement to get the vote of the young people who these days are called Zogos and Zogis?
Or to maybe seek forgiveness?
Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there as younger generation and know there is hope in the future.
Oh, get bring her to go steal to the main store.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post.
Yeah, he said, I'm a John.
Good afternoon, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Radio Liberia. This is Freedom Hub on 87.9. My name is Kai Oliver Kai. I'm here with Princess Alexa Vanja Colley. Jointly, we run up to 6 o'clock, bringing you all of the issues making the news in Liberia. On this wonderful, wonderful day, the 22nd of June, the year remains 2023. Today is Thursday. Too many things happening in the country. A lot of issues going on. As we speak right here on this radio, the former Chief Justice, Madam Gloria Maya Mususkat, is currently on the grounds of the Temple of Justice. She has been arrested, according to what we learned. That issue is currently happening. 2-3 minutes ago, the entire convoy, including state security forces, drove in the compound of the Temple of Justice, where Madam Scott is currently, situated. And that's why it is. Details about that will come up subsequently in our subsequent broadcasts. Hopefully, during the 7 o'clock news and on the program Face the Issue, when A.B. Gosden William will be taking up the matter of authority right here behind these microphones. On today's edition of the show, we play host to Honorable Jerry Yoba. I repeat, we play host to Honorable Jerry Kolubai Yoba. Honorable Jerry Kolubai Yoba is a representative aspiring in District Number 12, Montserrat County. He's one of the over 23 individuals wishing to unseat current Representative George B. Nsama of District Number 12, Montserrat County. Honorable Yoba will tell us more about his vision. What is he going to do? What are his plans for the district? What is the current lawmaker not doing that he will do differently? Join the conversation if you can, right here on 87.9. We'll take a few bars of our team song then. By the time we come back, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful edition here on 87.9.
Bringing safety to your door. Stop it, crime and make a peace for them before. Stop all Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's stop it now for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Stop it, crime and make a peace for them before. Stop all Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's stop it now for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omer Samsaya.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9, the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. So at the moment, As we speak, the former Chief Justice is at the Temple of Justice. On the grounds of the Temple of Justice, we will have subsequent information coming forth. But again, the raid has been served according to what we learned, and so contrary to some of the rumors we've gathered during the course of this afternoon that she left the country. No, she's not out of the country. She's currently on the grounds of the Temple of Justice, and so that is what it is. Alexa, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good day to all of you out there. However, where you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. We'd like to welcome you to the biggest thing to happen to Liberia at about this time. And we have a lot on our plate today, actually. So, however, where you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome.
Okay, so basically, like I told you, today's guest is Honorable Jerry Koluba Yoba. He's a representative aspirant in District Number 12 Montserrat County. And so, yeah, without wasting bulk of the time, we will run strictly to our guest who is already pre-seated. He came 5 minutes till 4 o'clock. I mean, this is rather unusual. You know, this is rather unusual for a lot of politicians to be on time. I mean, I just want to give it up to him anyway. But again, we will go over. Yeah, Alexa, you.
Well, anyway, I wouldn't want to disagree with you on that. Yeah, it's good that.
No, I mean, if you see a politician go to a particular.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them.
Who's that person?
I wouldn't want to say, but I've seen a couple.
You wouldn't want to say. Why wouldn't you want to say?
I wouldn't want to say the names of the politicians I know who are very punctual now.
Go. I mean, especially appearing on radio.
Yeah,
sometimes the show
I know a few of them.
The show is already on. They're telling you I'm in traffic. Just hold on some more.
It happens sometimes, and sometimes you also get here late. Sometimes I also get here late because traffic is like.
Am I a politician?
No, I'm just saying that is something that is. I'm just telling you if that is something that will be an issue because you have a politician to be stuck in traffic. It means it's natural. So the
political lawyer. So we go to Studio B. Honorable Yoba is already there. Good to know and welcome to Freedom Radio Liberia. This should be your debut on Freedom FM.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for having me this afternoon. A pleasure being in your studio.
Well, I would like to say welcome. It is also a pleasure to have you here, and I hope you're ready to be in the hot seat to discuss, some of the different things you're going to do, and what exactly has led you toward a political ambition to represent people of district you definitely want to represent. So we have a couple of different questions that you're going to answer, and it's more like a tradition that whenever we have an aspirant, they're going to answer all of the different questions like why, what, and how. So I hope you're ready for that.
Oh, sure, I am.
So the entire country is glued to the conversation. They want to know who is Jerry Koluba Yoba.
Yeah, once again, thank you for having me this afternoon, and to my people of District 12, thank you for listening to me. And I'm Jerry K. Yoba. I'm from the Northern Power Liberia.
Okay.
So by default, I'm a Liberian, born from the Lobman Trap from Lofa County. I'm currently married with 4 kids. My wife, Teresa Yoba. When it comes to education background, I hold a social and computer science, BA in accounting, 2 graduate degrees, 1 from Penn State University, information science, and 1 from Holy Family University in Philadelphia, Northeast, system management. And I have worked in various part of Liberia, the banking sector. I did work for Meridian BIO Bank, situated then in the old Echo Bank building on Rana Street. I later worked for LBDI Bank before leaving for the diaspora. I was fortunate to work for a United States Touring Company located in the Pennsylvania community.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked for the first foreign satellite company that came to Liberia, FIPA Telecom, where I was fortunate to be one of the first Liberian young engineers to install and configure radar motors that were installed for VSAT system. And while in the United States, I worked for my school, Penn State, as an IT guy for a few years after graduation. I worked for Dell as a Dell consultant because I'm a Dell expert. I worked for Microsoft through my private consultancy firm, Tech One Solution, because we are Microsoft partners, so we did service Microsoft clients carrying on various migration and installations.
Mm-hmm.
And currently, I work in the United States for myself in the business sector and provide some social work services to individuals with mental health and seniors, as we call them, the aging community.
Mm-hmm.
So Jerry Yogba is, I would say, an entrepreneur and also a humanitarian, because back in 2012, I was able to come back home after living in my country for 10 years to found the Jerry Yogba Foundation, the foundation which is currently running and helping Liberians, especially in my district. So now I've decided to serve my people, so I'm back and I'm in the politics.
Okay,
so to be the next representative of District 12.
Okay, yeah, we're going to go there, and of course that's the main reason we invited you. Now, you have a very rich background in the area of information technology.
Yes.
Now, so you left the country, you went to the States. You want to tell us when exactly you left Liberia?
I left Liberia 2000, December 10th.
Okay.
Flew to Ghana
Mhm.
and later on entered the United States December 17th.
So you left in the year 2000.
Yes.
When did you return to the country?
I returned in Liberia 2011
Okay.
after I have acquired
To live
my property.
or for visit?
Oh, I came back to assess area because as you know, Liberia then was staying at war,
Mhm.
and the few Liberians that had the opportunity to go out there to see greener passion,
Mhm.
we could not refuse it.
Okay.
So we went and was able to take advantage of those opportunities. And upon returning, it was time to come back.
So you came-
from
you-
2012, I have been back in Liberia, and usually I travel, but from 2012, I have been back home. Yes.
I just want to establish, one thing.
Yes.
So you left 2000, you went to the States,
Yes.
and you did all of what you had to do. You came back in 2010 for an assessment.
Yes.
So you didn't stay. You went back in the same 2010,
Yes, I did.
and you kept coming.
Yes, I did.
At the moment, are you on a vacation? Are you, how you call this thing? Are you permanently residing here at the moment?
Yes, I do live in Liberia at the moment, and not just now, but since 2012,
Mhm.
when I came and established my foundation,
Okay.
I also was able to establish Tech One Solution, which I did only in the United
So
States, back in
since-
Liberia.
Mhm.
And from 2013-14, when Manaseli was elected,
Mhm.
my company was fortunate to secure one of the government contract that I did provide services, IT support to the general ministry when Vaba was minister then.
Okay.
So since then, I have been home and living where I live now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So since roughly since 2012, 13, you've been living in
Yes.
in Liberia.
Yes.
Now that's good.
Yeah, so whenever we have people to have political ambition, there are a couple of different stories,
Yes.
and sometimes these stories are actually made up because you want to have people to maybe empathize with you, or maybe you want people to get attached to you based on your political ambition.
Okay.
And you've been a businessman
Yes.
in the United States,
Yes.
and you go to Liberia. You also established a foundation, as well as your company was extended to to a point where you had to get a contract from the government
Yes.
by then. So now a lot of people want to know, why exactly do you have this political ambition? Like, what exactly was the driving force to have you here today, and to have people saying, okay, we want this person to be our representative? Were you petitioned by people in your district, or did you just sit one day and you just say, I want to be a representative of this district?
No, to be exact, I was petitioned by people. Even 2017, I should have contested.
Okay.
But I did not, because I was still looking at those vision that I have now. If there were situation or issues that the then representative could have solved.
Okay.
And I came to realize over the year, honestly, that could not. And when Selman came, 2017, I could not. We gave Selman the chance. And Selman failed us.
On what basis did you give
Give
someone
him the
the
chance.
chance? He was not the only person contesting.
You have a lot of
I agree,
people.
but he was the one that was elected. So that's
So you were
fa- fa-
supporting him by then?
No, I did not support him, and
Okay.
I would not disclose who I supported on this media. But I did
Are you
support someone.
scared?
That, no, I'm not. But I did.
Okay.
I voted, and I supported someone then.
Mhm.
But again, only one winner came out 2017 and was Sandman.
Okay.
And we observed him being our representative and not just looking at Sandman, but we continue our workings.
Okay.
And but we have come to realize that those issues haven't just been addressed. And we think since we understand those issues, we should not just sit back and let our people to keep suffering.
Okay.
And so we decided to come aboard to serve our people because we are not coming on board because of the luxury.
To serve your people.
Yeah, we are coming to serve
So
our
you
people.
can
Are you referring to them as your people today because you need their
the
support?
No, this is where I was born and grew up.
Okay.
District 12 is my home. I went to school. My school started from District 12, special Tower School Special Project.
Okay.
I went to the St. Philip School before I went to Vera Mission School. I lived all my childhood life in Ghannaville. My manhood started in Ghannaville. I left this country when I was in my 30s.
Okay.
So Ghannaville is not a strange place. This is where I was opportune and able to build.
So they are your people.
My first property that I live in 98 as a
Okay.
young man. So this is where I live. So when I say my people, we live together. So
Okay.
we are all the people of District 12.
So, do you really have to be a lawmaker before you serve your people? Because based
No.
on exactly what you said, you've already been serving the people of District Number 12 from
Yes.
day one.
Yes.
So, what exactly is the difference that you want to be a lawmaker before you continuously provide services to them?
Yes. You see, what I'm doing it with my little resources in from education to health, personal assistance, community development. Those are my personal resources because I see the need and I decided to help to do those things. But government owes to a people. And if our representation is not seeking our welfare, I think someone should step out to do that.
Okay.
Because the resources of this country is just not for one set of people. It's for all Liberians. And being a representative, you should go out there to fully represent your people. And representing your people is to seek the welfare.
Okay.
And not just representing them, but also provide oversight to make sure that the government does the right thing. And making sure that good laws are passed to help the people. Now, being a private guy and understand those things and want to do them, I cannot. So I have to be part of the system to be able to put in my expertise and my experience I have to help my people.
Okay.
So when I talk about becoming a representative to serve my people, that's the background I'm coming from.
So, so considering District 12 as the subject, and Honorable Sama being the current lawmaker, what are some of the things you think your people should be benefiting from? What are the things you think should be happening in the district that Honorable Sama is not doing, and you think you have the ability to do when you're given the chance?
We start with our education system.
Okay.
District 12, we had two government institutions, the Special Project and the Femin Adulat School in Kadoma.
Okay.
If you went to the two schools, they are not fit to be government schools. When I went to Project as a child, I have reading rooms, which we call library. I have cafeteria where I went to have lunch. I have laboratory where I went and did experiment when I was taught various elements to find compounds, biology, to germinate seeds. I went to the laboratories and saw them. If you go to those schools, you have none. And government schools should be considered to be one best schools in the country. And I think my representation should have advocated when it comes to education budget.
Okay.
To ensure that there's money in there for our school. Not just that, our health system. If you go back to District 12 again, you come to realize we only have two clinics. One is in the Stephen Tower Estate.
Okay.
And one is in the chicken factory. Even as I speak now, the chicken factory clinic is being broken around on a daily basis because it's so vulnerable to criminals. And I was able to undertake a rehabilitation project on the clinic in Stephen Tower Estate to enable that clinic from being burglarized by criminals on a daily basis. We also were able to rehabilitate the latrine, doors, ceilings, and rewire the entire building, hoping that the government will come in and put in electricity.
Okay.
So again, being a legislator representing people from that district and having seen those facilities been in a very bad condition, you should have advocated for us to get at least, if that 2 cents, 3 cents in our budget for health, to help our health facility. Now, with the youth, look at our children in the district. We have the Zogo. We have Clapperstown, which is almost considered to be the drugs hub for drugs. What they are represented to do. He haven't even put in any effort to help fight the drugs and better the youth condition of our children in our district. Security. So all of those things, our representative just ignored them. And Jerry Yabba understanding those things and understand how to work with people, think that he can work with his colleagues on Capitol Hill come next year and make sure that when it comes to budget deliberation, we can talk our way through to have at least a penny going in our budget that will come back to our district, because that is the responsibility of being the representative of the people.
Okay. We'll go back to your policies and other issues you're going to be pushing when you're the lawmaker. But there is this tendency in Liberia that people who are aspiring for these kind of positions will need to have a track record of doing something for the people or championing some advocacy in line of advancing the people's cause. Now, what have you done since you returned to this country with specific reference to your involvement with the district? Have you led any advocacy? I'm told there is this situation in one of the communities there, Chigzu Factory, where the people are on squatter rights. That has been lingering. Have you been advocating for something else? We learned there are industrial facilities within the district. Workers there are not, fully protected. There are too many issues. Have you been involved? To what extent? If so, you let us know exactly what you've been into.
To be fair for you, I haven't gone to a legislature to persuade the law or the bill that have been was drafted about Honorable Anderson.
Okay.
But I have been able to engage the community to actually understand first thing, how did they acquire those land to build their properties. And we have also been able to talk with from personal friends, and we understand that those people have been there for so many years, and we have told them that we see reason to fight for them. But we, as a private citizen, to be very frank, we can only do little. And we want for a lawmaker that will represent us to fight for our people.
Okay.
And SEMA, again, failed to do that. But Jerry Yoba understand it, and I have engaged and I have come to understand their plot.
Okay.
But I have not been able to follow through with such a bill because Anderson, who drafted the bill, left it there when he left, and our current representative have not even gone after it to bring it back onto the floor. And he is the one that have that right at this time because he's representing us. So we are going to ensure that the first day we get up there, that bill going to resurface, and we're going to see how well we can secure. Because one thing we don't want to do, we don't want our people to lose their properties. We don't want our people to be evicted from where they have been for so many years.
Okay.
And we understand that. But when it comes to other area of health, we have been there for so many of our people. We have provided medical assistance to individuals through Barbara and through JFK, Redemption Hospital, Benson. And families are there. I invite you to come to our district. Speak to them, they will tell you.
Okay.
When it comes to education, as I speak to you, we have the highest scholarship students in our district.
The highest.
And our scholarship have been there.
What standard did you use to?
It's about 281 as I speak to you.
How did you get to know that 281 is the highest scholarship being offered in the
Because
district?
I live in District 12. I have been District 12, like I told you, since I was born. And since we start having legislators from Dave Kuhlman to Anderson to Sama, I challenge them to come up. I've been saying it every time. No one have come and tell me you are not. And our scholarship just did not come in this year. Our scholarship been ongoing for the last 4 years.
Okay.
To 5 years. But every year we increase our number. So this year is the highest. Last year we had about 140, 150. But this year we're able to increase it to about 280. And we have two parts because we have a benchmark. Our scholarship is $15,000, Liberian dollars. So if you went to a school that costs more than $15,000, we only give $15,000 as our portion, and you have to honor the rest.
Okay.
But it is scholarship because it's for scholars, so you have to continue to be academically good. If you fail, you lose the scholarship.
Are you funding all of these initiatives from your personal pocket, or there are folks who are contributing these amounts towards all of the things you're doing?
I will tell you, KOT, we have been doing all of these things from our pocket.
Okay.
Quite recently, when I visited the state, I went to attend the funeral of my friend, the late Dr. Dana Cassette.
Okay. He was a friend?
Yes, he was my friend. We lived together in Ghannaville. We grew up in Ghannaville.
Okay.
The Cassette family and I, yes. And while in the United States, group of friends approached me and said, hey, Jerry, you've been with us for all the years. You've been there for us. And you've been a community leader because you led a gentleman club. It's one of the powerful clubs in the state of Pennsylvania that in 2018 were able to come to Liberia, honor my leadership to present 25,000 worth of medical books to Dr. T Medical College. And the records are there. And they said, we want to help support you because we see you are doing things good. So they formed a self-called Friends of Jerry in the diaspora.
Okay.
And so far, they have been able to raise little over $7,000 to $8,000 that they have helped me with in the process.
Okay.
That is the only external assistance I have received. Every other thing have come from my pocket, my family pocket.
Okay, we've done some investigation.
Yeah.
There are records to show you moving, road moving equipment in the district. You were able to pave some, not paving as in asphalt. You were able to put right diet on some of the roads.
Yes.
Why are you doing all these things?
Because I believe in development. I'm a member of development.
You believe in development, or you believe in politically investing in the people?
No, I don't. I believe in developing my community, developing the mind of my people.
Okay.
I believe in doing the right thing at the right time. And because I'm blessed, I want to share that blessing. And I tell you, the more I help people, the more blessing I receive.
Which year you started wasting dirt on the different roads?
Yeah, we started our road construction, we said last year, to be exact, when we started. And the first road that we ever attempted was the Kadoma Road.
Okay, so
and we had a very devastated.
Was it when you had already been petitioned by people, or was it when you already had a political ambition?
I would say my political ambition is something that had been in me for quite a long time.
Okay, so
it just did not.
The moment it was announced, was that the moment you started the role?
No, it was my political ambition was announced even before I started. It was announced far before I did the role.
Okay.
Okay, so during the role, I saw the need because Jerry Yogwa does not impose development people. Upon visiting Kadoma, I was approached by the citizen.
Okay.
That over the years, over 15, almost 15 some more years, that road had not been touched. So what can I do for them? So I said, okay, what do you want to do or for me to do for you? And they asked. And at the time, it wasn't really timely. It was one of the last rainy season. We went ahead and did the road, and it was a mess. But after that, we fixed it up. And today, if you go to Kadoma, Kadoma Road, as the rain is pouring down, Kadoma Road is one of the best roads in my district.
With the exception of the Kadoma Road, are there other
Yes,
roads?
The Chikizu Factory Road again.
Did people of Chikizu Factory invite you to do it, or you voluntarily choose to do it?
We went there and driving on our road as a citizen or resident of Chikizu Factory, we also saw the need.
Okay,
that our people deserve
so
better road.
In that situation, you saw the need.
I saw the need,
and you went directly into action.
And then I approached the leadership, and the leadership had just had a new election, and they welcomed the idea.
And so that was last year.
Yeah. The Chief Factory added this year, I would say.
Okay.
Yes. Added this year, yeah.
So basically, from a technical perspective, all of your interventions on these roads were done between last year
and this year.
I mean, the eve of the election year and the election year. Are you not into political investment? No. Let me do the vote for me.
No. You see, no. I don't want to say I'm in political investment because if you look at my workings over 4 to 5 years, when it comes to huge development, I cannot consider that political investment.
Because
if you look at
The elections were held in 2017.
Yes.
2018, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
Then 2022, when election is just around, you start wasting that around. There are records to show other people who became lawmakers.
Yes.
They went to the banks, credited money, went to the district, did a lot of project, built breaches, help pump, latrines.
Yeah.
And when the people made them lawmakers, in no time, they turned their back on the people. So we are concerned as to the genuine nature of the job you do, considering the time you started doing it.
No, let's go back. If you look at my workings in the district when it comes to youth development, school renovations, we go back far as 2017, 2018, 2019.
Okay.
The Ghana Student Union, I was able to sponsor them to provide steady tutoring for them for WIRE. And I invested a little one, almost $1,000 to teachers to train them.
Okay.
And I also started with the Meridian Center where I did some sanitation work back in 2017, 2018.
Okay.
And right after that sanitation work, they asked me to help them build a bridge.
Okay.
And that was my first huge investment in that district. Today, I'm proud to tell you, almost 3 to 4 years now, we were able to construct the first concrete bridge that connects Basota and Meridian Center.
Okay.
And it's a road that right in front.
You did that?
I did that.
Okay.
Yes. And that cost me a little over 12,000 United dollars. And just our education scheme, we have educated people far back as 2012, 13, 14. So our scholarship just did not start now. For the road, yes, we may have just started doing road work, but that doesn't mean that the road work are done because of political benefit.
Okay.
We are doing this thing because we think our people need better roads. And that's why I told the people of District 12, if we are given an opportunity to go and sit to debate road fund budgets, we're going to ensure that the road that passes through Kadoma, through the Gulf, and up to Somada Drive, through the chicken factory will be one of our major advocates when it comes to road development in District 12. And we will ensure that budget, we will argue it, and we will ask that portion be allocated over the period of time to have that road built, because we strongly believe if that road is constructed to pass through the 3 communities, our district will develop from huge new investments or development that will be coming to that district.
Okay.
So this guy has the mind of development.
Okay.
And
so
I'm not going to
it is not about cosmetic intervention.
No. And if you go back to my district, keep watching. We had less than 3 months of election.
Okay.
You're going to see all the other aspirants coming up now. Jerry Yowa have been the one guy that have been working steadily for his people for the last 3, 4, 5 years.
Okay.
The next 4 months, we're going to have preparation of aspirants coming out to do. And Jerry Yoba is not going to be one of those.
Okay.
Jerry Yoba have done his working. Jerry Yoba is going to continue doing his working. Election comes and go. We'll keep working because we believe in our people and we want to build the livelihood of our people. So we are not going to do what we're doing just because of election.
Okay.
So people think actually all of these different initiatives, they are basically just mere impression. Because, you have, of course, you have some Liberians who will be moved by, a present initiative. And there are some people who would definitely look forward to, exactly what will be done after all of these different elections are over. So will all of these different initiatives continue just in case you don't win the election? Are you saying that because you're on public radio, or are you saying that honestly?
And this is why I said to my people, I'm going to be the first aspirant to sign a social contract with the people of District 12.
Okay.
That Jerry Yoba will undertake everything he's talking about. We may not complete what we say the vision we have, we may not complete it because we have time to serve. And if we don't, then we go back to them, ask them to give us an extension to continue.
Okay.
But even if we don't, which is almost like less than a percentage, we will be working for our people because that's where we live.
Okay.
That's where we live.
So people think based on comparison, right? People think that you share some similarities with the present lawmaker you have. And that is one of the things that a lot of people fear, because the present lawmaker is not doing exactly what should be done according to them. And you also said that. So what exactly sets you apart from the rest of your competitors, including the present lawmaker? Are you guys the same in
No,
terms
we
of
are not.
promises and all of those different
No, we are
things?
not.
Okay.
You see, we bring leadership into the process. And as a good leader, there's few trails that you have to carry. And I would just name you 3. You have to be a leader that listens to your people.
Okay.
You have to be a leader that bring integrity to the process.
Okay.
And you have to be a leader of transparency. And those will lead you to having a better communication with your people, which is another trail of leadership.
Okay.
And Jerry Yogwa brings to this process those trails.
Okay.
Because we have told the people of District 12 that Jerry Yogwa will be the first to ensure that District 12 has its own district account.
Okay.
An account that will be overseen by the District Development Council.
Okay.
Because when Jerry Yogwa is given the chance come October 10th, Jerry Yogwa is not going to be the guy going there growing rows, but Jerry Yogwa is going to ensure that development that will continue to take place in District 12 go through the District Development Council, because by statute they were created to carry on those mandates. And because we will open the first bank account.
Okay.
Every penny that will be designated for District 12 from Capitol Hill will be deposited into that. Even if we go out to lobby it, which our current representative, again, maybe he's lobbying for himself, but we'll go up there to lobby for our people. And those resources that will be given to us, we will let our people know, because we are bringing to this process what we call in leadership, share leadership.
Okay.
So start a leadership that the leader does not leave his followers out when it comes to negotiation, discussion, or initiative.
Okay.
He or she invites and allow his followers to have say in what he or she is going to do. And that's what Jerry brings today. And this representative, we call Dr. Sema, doesn't.
Okay. So why should the people trust you? Because there is an issue that has to do with you making promises to the people in the district.
Yeah.
You pledged on several occasions.
Yes.
I was able to do some investigation. These are things that people allege that you've been into.
Yeah.
Number one, they say you promised to build a mini administrative building in the shoe factories community within 6 months. You didn't do it.
Yeah.
They say you promised to build a mini administrative building in the Riverview community. In 6 months' time, you are yet to do it.
Yeah.
You also promised to build a fence to fence the Queers football field in Glass Factory within 6 months. You didn't do it.
Yes.
You promised to build and reinforce the wall drainage system in Chickasaw Factory within 6 months. You didn't also do it.
Yes.
They also talk about you promising to reinforce and retain the wall drainage system in the NTA community in the same 6 months.
Yes.
You also promised to renovate Lomaya Market. Within 2 weeks, you didn't do it. They say you promised the district an ambulance before August of 2023. August is yet to come, so perhaps you're working on it. They also say you promised an ultrasound and modern lab equipment to Stephen Turbo Estate Clinic and Refuge Palace International. You also promised them to build a modern market in the Swagger Island, value at $28,000 within 6 months period. You're yet to do it. You also promised to provide 300,000 loan scheme, that's Liberian dollars, to over 200 women in the district by 2022. You did not do it, according to what they're saying.
Yes.
You promised to build a modern library within the district before December of 2022. You didn't do it. You promised to build school for the Locker Sun Institute based in Kesseley Boulevard. You didn't do it. You also promised to build a hemp pump in the Chickasaw Factory Block C community since 2022. They haven't seen one pump growing up. You promised to renovate the Riverview community market since 2022. Yet you are yet to do it. Why are you promising the people and you're not living up to your promises?
Okay. Let's listen. Let be very frank and real to situation. You see, first, I would not give credence to a disgruntled child of mine that went astray.
Okay.
All right. It's true that we have few of those that you just cited, and I will tell you about 60% of them are all myth.
Okay.
But let's go back to the town halls. It's true. I have 2 town hall constructions.
Okay.
And I invite your guys to go to Riverview.
Did you tell them it would have been done in 6 months?
It's myth.
Okay.
And you can go there. Take the microphone to the people and do an investigation. Big FM is doing it.
Okay.
And I invited prompt yesterday to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to the Chief of the community, I invested a lot of money to start that process. That building went to winner level.
Mm-hmm.
And the leadership there, because of political reason, with the Muslim community, public work have to come. Go there today, you see public work, they write, stop work.
Okay.
Go there with your camera. We'll get to Riverview. We left that and we went to the Riverview. Go to the Riverview today. We were able to bring that Riverview building up to roof level.
Mm-hmm.
We are just waiting for roofing of that building. A matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
the leadership and I, we are in very good collaboration. We are in the process of even undertaking a private home construction that we did for 2 other families in it. Because we built their homes because it got destroyed.
Okay.
So we are now in the process of doing that for another family in Riverview with the collaboration with the leadership of Riverview.
Mm-hmm.
And if we go back to the laboratories, go to the Gulf, Bassertown. Dr. Musaka Fada is a friend of mine. We went to school together.
Mm-hmm.
And we have decided to partner to build the first modern laboratory in our district.
Okay.
And if you go to that place now, we have completed the first level of that laboratory.
Where exactly in the district?
It's called Rightfield Place. Rightfield Place.
Okay.
Go there, speak to the administrators, and they will tell you exactly. And we told the people, upon completion of that laboratory, we will bring an ultrasound instrument that will be used for our people because it's the cheapest clinic in District 12 and District 2. It serves both districts. But it's a private institution owned by Dr. Musaka Fada.
Okay.
We never at no time told Steventon Estate will bring ultrasounds. We rehabilitated that clinic in less than 2 months.
Okay.
And we told them, over time, we gave them a microscope. They didn't take a microphone and speak to the ORC. And we, at no time, the Yoruba Foundation or the Yoruba Friends of Yoruba ever promised marketeers we're going to give them 300 million. We launched our 200 million scholarship and we live by it. If you look at the record, if you visit my office, I will give you names of marketers.
Okay.
I have this boy from my pocket, little over $800 United States dollars, $8,000 United States dollars, helping individual marketers.
So the 3 million issue is
a myth.
So you actually provided the 3 million to
No. I did not even make a promise that I'm going to give some marketer 3 million.
Okay.
Again, take a microphone in the district.
Okay.
So it's a myth. If we go back to the MTA, again, take a microphone. We are currently constructing a concrete drainage in that community.
Okay.
Again, speak to the leadership. They will tell you sometime this month, we had Spoon, Big FM, few radio station came out cover the groundbreaking ceremony. And we started doing that project. If you go there now, we come to the factory. We sat with the youth and initially they asked us to fence the field.
Okay.
And when we were about to start that, they came back to us and said they wanted us to do the drainage. And if you look at the factory, as a person, Jerry Yoba, will never tell Chicken Factory I'm going to construct a drainage in Chicken Factory because that factory is an entire swamp. They have multiple drainage connections. And they told us they don't want feed to be fenced because the property in caution, and they wanted us to do something else. And it was because of that we were able to even sponsor the just ended leak in the factory.
Okay.
So my disgruntled child is so disgruntled. He goes around and get miffed. And I tell you, every promises that we have made to our people, we are human.
Okay.
But if you look at the workings, and next time when I appear in a show, I will bring you a list of things I have done in our district. I have done if I check, over 30 some more projects.
Okay.
And I'm saying projects, I'm saying what I have done for foundations, for groups, for schools. I will bring it to you, and you then compare what you have there, what is currently ongoing, and make your own conclusion if this guy is the guy that promised and don't fulfill.
So at no point in time you attach a particular time frame to when you're going to deliver on a particular promise.
No, we actually, being a student of system design and project understanding, projects are set up, and projects sometimes are given time frame.
Okay.
But project time frame can be changed based on a lot of factors.
So were there instances when you promised then that this will be done in 6 months' time, and because of some circumstances, those projects were unable to be completed?
Again, no. Take the microphone in a community.
Okay.
And speak to them and ask them. They may say, tell you you're going to build this in 2 days or 2 months. Take the microphone up into my district 12 and make your own investigation and come with your conclusion. Because I am a man of my word.
Okay.
And Jerry Yogba is just the guy who is, he always wants to see the best for his people. And everyone across my path, you will somehow benefit from Jerry Yogba. And that identical individual have benefited a lot. I promise you.
You keep mentioning individual. Who was the person? Who was the individual?
He's Ramsey Smith.
Ramsey Smith?
Yes, I know he's Ramsey Smith.
Okay.
But the issue is he keep carrying this myth around, and I'm not really going to bargain on defending myth.
Was he a member of your team?
Oh, yes, you are my communication director.
Your communication director?
Oh, yes.
And you say what he's carrying around myth?
Yeah. Most of them.
Most of them.
He's disgruntled.
Are there some truth in the things he's saying?
Oh, yes. If you look at the projects I just lamented on, yes, I'm doing those projects.
Okay.
And he said they never been done, but I'd invite you to go there and see them for yourself. Yes.
Okay.
So what went wrong that he had to leave, and according to you, create all of these different?
Oh, according to his letter, administrative reasons. So I think you could better invite him and he could get your reason. But from what I received, administrative reasons. So I don't understand. He could better explain what are those administrative reasons. But
let's leave the district, and go to Capitol Hill where you want to go to.
Yes.
What are the legislations that you're going to be proffering away from you wanting to have special project, this other place in the district? I mean, in terms of the national chemistry of the country, what are legislative enactment you're going to be busy with that you think Liberia as a country will need?
You see, I really don't want to start telling people that Jerry Yogba is going up there to pass legislation A, B, C. No.
Oh, you'll just be quiet.
No. You see, I have concern of current laws.
Okay.
I feel they are not working.
Okay.
And that is one of my responsibilities, to review laws.
Okay.
For mere amendment. And like I told you, my first major concern is education. Because education is very powerful. Like Thomas Jefferson said, it's knowledge.
Okay.
And when you educate your citizen, the country will end up having good governance. The economic growth of the country will be in a better shape. Poverty will be reduced.
Okay.
Because educated nation, there will be a lot of innovations. So my concern here is, why are we not expanding our resources, our education system? Look at the University of Liberia. And we have run the university from the time it was funded. We, at this time, need to bring some new disciplines. Look at our engineer college. We need to bring new discipline into engineer college. We need infrastructure engineers.
Okay.
Look at our medical school. It's time that our students start to do specialization, not just general medicine. So we want to see how we can put or redirect some of our resources into our education system to enable our people to start undertaking research and development in this country, so that Liberia, our scholars, can have a lot of opportunities.
Okay.
So my concern will be, why first look at the IDA created the education ministry. Look at the mandate the education ministry have. The budget that they receive. What are they doing with the budget? Why these schools are not up to date? Look at the health system of our country. I will be looking at the health law.
Okay.
Look at our hospitals. How are these hospitals are running? Healthcare in Liberia is not quality, it's about quantity. And I said no to that. We should be looking at quality healthcare, not quantity.
Okay.
So again, we have problem with the law. That's why we are getting quantity healthcare. So we want to look at the law and see if we need to have referendum or amendment on that. And if we see the need, for new laws to be made, we will surely come up with new laws. And one of the laws that I hope it passes before I get there is the drugs law.
Okay.
The drugs law, from my own opinion, I think it needs to still be looked at. It needs to be become more stronger, because drugs is one of our major problems now when it comes to our youth.
Okay.
So we want to ensure that our drugs law is so strong enough that it will serve as a deterrent for those that want to involve themselves into drugs. So those are laws that I first want to look at.
Okay.
Before I start to enact or bring new legislation to the floor. So I'm not going to Capitol building today and just jump, okay, I'm going to pass a law so motorcyclists can pass this road. No. I first have to understand why motorcyclists are passing that road.
Okay.
Before I can even think on enacting law to stop them from passing that road.
Okay.
Well, okay. So, are you affiliating with any political party?
Oh, no, I'm independent.
Independent.
Yes.
So do you have a presidential candidate that you're going to support in the general elections? Because you have people who follow you, you have people who are definitely supporting you. So they would like to know and see exactly how far your influence goes.
You see,
do you have to drink? Because that's a hard question.
No, it's not really a hard question. I want to hold that because I have 2 votes. I have to vote for a senator and vote for a president. And I'm a man of principles.
Okay.
And I'm looking at my vision, my policies that I'm running on. And we still have close to 4 months to go.
Okay.
And I think I want to hold that yet. Maybe I will come back to this radio station.
When we go,
and I will make that declaration, but for now, I want to hold it for now.
When we go,
are you afraid that
I'm
just
not.
in case you name a person,
I'm
you will
not.
have people to stop supporting you?
You see, my supporters are not supporting because of party line.
Okay.
They are supporting because they believe in my agenda. They believe that Jerry Yogba has a plan for District 12. They believe that Jerry Yogba can deliver the deliverables. They believe that Jerry Yogba is bringing to this process tangible that others in this way are not bringing to the process. So no matter who, when that time comes, they will vote for me because they have one vote for a representative that will serve them. Yes.
Okay. So how will you feel if an opinion poll is conducted in the district?
Yes.
And people in your district choose not to say who they want to vote for because according to them, they have principle. They have less than 4 months of the election. They don't want to say I'm voting for X, Y, Z as representative. I mean, would that be okay?
Your reaction
of course. You see, let me tell you, you can even stand for me today and tell you, hey, Jerry, I'll vote for you. When you get in that little booth, the conscience you have.
Okay.
And you can vote for the next person.
Okay.
So I'm not carried about people telling you, I will vote for you. I just want to do the right thing and leave the voter with their conscience.
How clean is the money you're using? There is a record.
Very clean.
There is a record in Liberia. I mean, Stanton Witherspoon came to this country. He did a lot of stuff.
Very clean.
Your friend, the late Dr. Kasser, we had some other stories that we could not get clear and peace to his ashes. There are several Liberians who would leave America, come to Liberia, try to invest into political, offices just to protect the wealth they got some kind of way. That's why I asked, how clean is your money?
My money is very clean.
Okay.
But if someone doesn't have a clean money, they wouldn't say it is not clean. So
no, I'll be very frank with you, and I will tell you, I work in Liberia all of my youthful life, and I left this country. But I refer you back to all of the institutional work.
Okay.
There's no record of criminal. I live in the United States all the years. I go back to see my kids sometimes come. Even to get a ticket, I'm very mindful. I get ticket because sometimes I'm parking in the wrong area because it happens everywhere. But to tell you to just get ticket or driver license suspended, I'm very careful. So I'm very proud to tell you on this radio land that Jerry K. Yogba, my money is clean.
Okay. Do you hold any citizenship besides your Liberian citizenship?
I'm a Liberian. That is citizenship or Liberian citizenship.
You don't have any other allegiance to any country?
I'm a permanent resident in the United States.
Okay. But not a U.S. citizen.
No, I am a Liberian citizen.
Let's go to the legislature, then we go to our lines. Yes. There are sticker issues currently confronting the Liberian society. number one is this tendency, and this thing is creeping in the society, and we are told there are members of the legislature. When the elections are over, the new set of lawmakers, we are told that there are folks within that team that will want to present a bill seeking to legalize same-sex marriage or same-sex activities in the country, gay activities. Where do you stand on it?
I'm a Christian, and I believe a marriage.
They're also Christians.
Yeah, but I'm coming there.
Homosexuality.
I believe as a human that marriage should be between a man and a woman.
Okay.
So I am not or will not encourage a man to go over man.
Okay.
That's my philosophy as a Christian and as a person.
Okay.
So that's my position.
So it's a no for you.
Yes. If a bill came on the floor, I would lay my kids down.
There may be some gays, lesbians in your district.
Well.
Is this answer by you not going to take them away from you? You know?
No. You see, it's my opinion. It's my standing as a Christian, as a human being. Okay. But I will not infringe on someone that chooses to do what they want to do.
Sure.
It's their constitutional right. It's their human right. But Jerry Yogba believed that marriage should be between a man and a woman.
So you're not going to be voting for it?
No, I won't.
Okay. There also, it went to the referendum. Unfortunately, it did not make it. There were proposals to have the tenure, the term of office, reduced. So people say 6-4 for the presidency and the members of the House of Representatives, and 9-6 for members of the Liberian Senate. Do you support it?
Yes, I do. I was one of the individuals that even spoke or talked to a few of those guys that when the referendum was being drafted, and I really believe that the tenure of representatives should be reduced, should be the same tenure of the president.
Okay.
And senatorial tenure should be reduced.
Okay.
I do support that. Yes. I do.
Okay. So now let's move over to the next one. Then we ask the final general question and go to our lines. Where do you stand on some suggestions to have, religion interfering with the state? For example, there are folks who are saying this country should be currently Liberia is a secular nation.
It is.
There are folks who are saying this country should be a Christian country. Folks are saying it should be an Islamic, country. There are folks who are saying, okay, let the Christians have, a holiday. Let the Muslims be given a holiday, and if there will be other religion that will come up subsequently, the state should ensure that they to be given a chance to have a day to be celebrated as their own day. Where do you stand on Liberia and religion?
To be very frank with you, I understand Liberia is a secular state, and I do believe that every Liberian should have that freedom to worship and should have the freedom to exercise their religion right. So if the need arises that if we come next year, we have to relook at, I know Senator Snow did introduce such a legislature before. And I think it's one of those things we need to look at, because if you look at Liberia, our population, the Muslim, if not almost 35 to 40%, they're about 30% of our population.
Okay.
And I think they should be given that opportunity, that chance, just like Christian.
Okay.
Because our country is not, even though it was built on Christian principle, as we were told, but it's not look at, or it is a secular state. And I feel that we should have the Muslim to have their day of holiday.
Are you saying that because you want the Muslim vote?
No. I supported it, even when it was being debated.
Okay.
Because I have Muslim friends. I have Muslim background because my ancestors came from Guinea. So they are just like Liberians that came here and naturalized, or came here and had children, and the children decided they choose to be, even people from my country, Lofa, choose to be Muslim. So I think they should have the time. We should have that holiday. So those are some of the bills when I say we're going to look at bills that maybe had not been passed or was voted down,
Mm-hmm.
we can really bring them back on the floor.
Okay.
And that will be one of the bill we'll be looking at.
In summary, how do you view the WIA's administration?
To be very frank, the government of President Weah have been doing well.
Okay.
And I always tell them when I take the airway, they just need to do more.
Okay.
Because my area of concern that I feel the government need to put more attention is social programs.
Okay.
I think the government need to redirect our resources into social programs and education.
Mm-hmm.
But and then we are government is like any other government. They have done well when it comes to development.
Okay.
But they need to do more when it comes to social programs for our women, our youth.
Mm-hmm.
They need to, because our youth are going astray. And this government or government to come need to put more attention, or else Liberia will not be a country that we all want to live in 10, 15 years from today.
Okay, so just to sum it all up, right? We discussed some of the different activities that you've been doing.
Yeah.
So if you're going to present or an agenda to people, what exactly are some of the different things that will be on your agenda as your manifestos to present to people of district number 12?
Currently, as I was speaking to you, my people have been seeing my manifesto, and in there we have 4 points that we stress on, that we focus on: education, health, security, and rehabilitation and empowerment of our youth. Those are my 4 key areas since I've started talking to my people in terms of my political agenda. And the reason why, because those are areas that I understand. Those are areas that I think I can do better when it comes to the discussion of those issues. I understand it very well. And I feel that if we give chance to those areas, our country will be better in the next 10, 15 years to come.
Okay, he's Jerry Koluba Yobo. He's the one of the representative aspirants from district number 12. We take this quick break. When we come back, we take all of your calls here on 87.9.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell her in your hands all the right authority. That it can't take your lucky. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must take it. I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety.
OMS Science.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. We have Honorable Jerry Koluba Yobo in studio. Those of you listening from District 12, Castle Boulevard, Swagger Island, Stephen Turbot, Chikizu Factory, Shoe Factory, Barnesville Junction, Debris Mock Open. Do I need to go further? Interior community and the rest of the places in district. Oh yeah, the rest of the folks there listening. If you're there, we're here. Join us and let's have your input. Because by 5:25 we'll call your day and discuss the issue of primaries in the different political parties. Specific reference will be, placed on the Unity Party and the Congress for Democratic Change, by extension, the Coalition for Democratic Change. But we have Honorable Yobo in studio. Let's go and start to take some of your calls. 806-500-104, 776-104-104 are the numbers to join the conversation. If you're in the diaspora and have interest in District 12 politics, call us on +231 86 500-104. Let's take the first person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Hello, sir. Let's hear you.
My name is Joseph. We are Junior. I'm calling from District 12. I'm the vice chair for operations of the critical forces of District number 12.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Weah.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me say to yourself, I think when you are listing all of those promises your girl was knocking your hair in your screen for you, how the look show that the man has
more than 35 of those families in the district.
But he says some of those things are true, but bulk of them are untrue.
No, it's not untrue. If you take a number from now to the district, like that kind of senator, exit, and ask for the elected leadership, yes. You have promised them money, but who the fuck of the person is the to give them? If you just go to chief and you community, if you have an ask for the leadership, they're on the information. You also started that leadership, the still to then yesterday, the students of certain projects, when they were on the information, Mr. Jacob promised them 80,000 yesterday they were in office. But who the fuck is the state to get up one of the president, the jury, and any time on the office, they will be going on the radio. So,
but if what you're saying is anything to go by, he made the promise. If he is unable to give it, why hold the man responsible? I mean, he didn't sign any contract that he will give you money.
No, you make promise to people when you make promise to people to be able to that promise.
Okay. Thank you. We leave you right there. Let's take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. When you call, leave your radio. It is uncomfortable for us.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir. Quickly.
My name is Chris. I call you for the Central Region, Kesari Boulevard.
Kesari Boulevard. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. Regarding to our honorable in the studio, the first thing is our honorable has disappointed or first is a liar by saying
No. You don't say that. Hello. You got to take that back. If I will continue to take your calls.
Okay.
So you got to take it back.
Okay, I'm sorry for that.
Okay, go ahead.
Honorable said that he's been in the district since 2012 up to this day, and it's not true.
Okay.
Because I remember 2019, I used to go in the Yahweh job for foreign list. Yeah, we need to go in the Yahweh. I have one of my friends for Emmanuel Akwe. We need to go there. So Yahweh just event is said almost 2 years ago, 1 year, 6 months ago. Yahweh has not been in the district since 2012 up to this day.
Okay.
And Yahweh has done it to promises. If Yahweh see that he's saying the truth, let Yahweh bring all the documents of those people who promise that you're going to fulfill the promises, like horses are bringing in chicken factory. Yahweh promised the people in chicken factory, they not fulfill.
Okay.
So I expect Yahweh to come to the platform without documents to show, because one of the experiment for this.
Thank you. We leave it right there. We don't have the luxury of time. Let other people call. This person, 1 minute.
Good evening, Cherokee. Good evening.
Go ahead, sir.
Good evening to my honorable incoming lawmaker for district number 2 of Monterey County. This is Emmanuel P. Daniel calling from Senior Community. Exactly beyond Philippines.
Go ahead.
Honorable, you have said, I know that your project is formed now. Before the weekend, we'll see it going on, which is the public lacuna in Senior Community. You have done everything to be re-elected.
No, but he has not been elected yet. How is he going to be re-elected, sir?
Oh, sorry. Thank you so much for this topic on the discussion.
Okay.
All right, our incoming lawmaker doing pretty well, but actually, you should not forget what Senior Community District 12.
Okay, all right. So he will come to your district. Go ahead. This person, 1 minute.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. I'm following on Freedom Radio. My name is Stephen B. Morris.
Go ahead,
I call from Stephen Tobert Estate Community.
Go ahead, Morris.
Let me just you to know that I have gotten the obligation to provide some clarity.
Okay.
I'm in the leadership of Stephen Tobert Estate. There have been some accusations regarding the character of our chairman. Let this be known to the public. Honorable Jerry K. Yobo are not giving whatsoever amount pledge to our leadership, because we are under serious criticism from our colleagues, reaching from leadership and the residents. Because I had the opportunity to listen to Honorable Yobo being on the radio for this time, it's also incumbent upon me aspect to the role I play within this community. So let that be clear. The issue about rumors that there are so many, there are ups and downs with it. I know about Jerry Yobo rehabilitated. But I'd also like to clarify again. I also like to clarify, because he has gotten our session that the issue about the promise made by him concerning the microscope. The microscope, up to current, Honorable Yobo have not provided that. So I'm saying this from my angle and not joining the guys who are providing the information, right?
So you just admitted that the reason he is yet to give the money he promised is because you guys have your internal leadership issue, and the other medical stuff he was supposed to give, he is yet to give it.
No, we don't have any internal issues, right?
Okay.
Although Yoba promised the leadership of Stephen A. Support estate 200,000.
Okay.
If for any reason there are leadership issue, the leadership is charged of the responsibility to put into place mechanism, because the leadership could not be the one to hold in the entire community into hostage when it comes to capture, by these aspirants.
Okay. So, I mean, you need to be very clear. And I'm giving you the chance because you say you called from the leadership. I'm coming. You need to be very clear. Did he give the 200,000 or he didn't give it?
No, up to current, Yoba are not giving 200,000 to the leadership.
Okay.
And I think that I'm using this media now to call on Yoba to do, as promised, in that open gallery.
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable Yoba will respond to it. Let's take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, my name is Brahma Widow, and I joined my capital shot to represent the strategic community.
I hope you don't have the hammer and the nail in your hand while you're calling.
No, I did that one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't want you injuring yourself. Go ahead.
Okay, but there is a thank you for the discussion. I like the question that you asked the honorable member. I want to ask you another question too. Because you asked me concerning about the Muslim or holiday in this country, and you said you support it. So, honorable member, I want to ask you, which date, and which month you think we will be able to accept that in our record or in our constitution that to be set aside for Muslim holiday? Because number one, if you see the Muslim holiday, it can on any other different day, not a specific day, neither week or month.
Okay.
But any other month or day. So which day you think it be set aside that will be suitable for that day? Thank you for the time, my brother.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll leave you. Let's take this other person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Quickly, let's hear you.
I'm just calling for the Catholic Global community where the Honorable Jerry was years ago. And the role and the Catholic Global was faced by Honorable Sir Joseph.
So are you telling us that Honorable Yoba did not do anything on that role?
Nothing. He didn't do anything yet. Then he spoke at the role he explained that he said. Then he carried a car there. That Honorable Yoba go chicken soup factory.
Okay.
The role that he explained to say.
Okay.
Then, along the Catholic Global, there's a community called Chicken Community. They will promise the people there when their horses go when they will build the horses. Up to now, even a part of May, I'm not counting the area. So that man is.
When was the last time you went to the place he promised to build the houses?
I live there. I live in Chicken Community. I live there.
Okay. Thank you very much. We'll leave you right. We'll leave you. Let's take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Good afternoon, Kiroke.
Good afternoon, my dear. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm calling my marshal former resident of District number 12.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask the Honorable Institute, I want to know his take on making the Muslim and giving a permanent day for holiday. But I want to ask him, why do the Christians have the holiday in Liberia? Because Christmas Day is a one-hour holiday, so the one we should be giving a Muslim a holiday aside.
We'll leave you right there. Let's take this other person. Go ahead. He got it. Hello, sir. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, this is Aruna Tikodomo, and I do join you from the small community.
Go ahead, my brother.
It's of no joke when the Honorable Jerry Yoba asks you about telling you that Mr. Smith who public gave information. You kept saying who the person, who the individual, and you mentioned with Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, what's the point of time convinced me on Cherry Street to go against Honorable Jerry Yoba? Well, you cannot do that. As someone who signed, I'm from a very good school of thought.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Smith tried to program me, Aruna, to go against Honorable Yoba on Cherry Street. I tell you Smith to call. Roger Smith myself, we are looking now of the Peter Quisco journalism.
Are you discussing Ramsey Smith, or you are contributing towards what Honorable Yobo has said?
Yeah, I just want to clearly airway because you kept asking Honorable Yobo who is the individual when that nation Ramsey Smith, and he was kind of pressing, but why you just asking, why you just saying Ramsey Smith, how are you? Because the reason for which he did mention his name, Ramsey Smith wants to put a time to rescue convincement. So I'm going to firstly greet the incoming lawmaker James Motwe on Jericho Yebo in studio. You like it or not? He's the only alternative for James Motwe on the Jericho Yebo. Ramsey Smith, no one to my aspirant, I say, but on the Yebo, I won't blame Ramsey Smith. I will hold you responsible because most of your friends told you that Ramsey Smith, be very careful with him. I sat with the Honorable E. living in certain room, and he did explain all the stuff to me.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
At the end of the day, he confirmed in Ramsey Silver led to what people. However, we remain with Jericho Yebo to the end.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you. We'll take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Hello?
Hello, QT. How you doing, sir?
We're good. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, okay. I'm Waka Kuma. I'm calling from Pacho Plenty community.
Go ahead, Waka.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, QQ. And the honorable man has explained everything, and he also tell you that you should take your megaphones and that of your press people to receive what you have done for the people of this street number 12. So this is things that you're supposed to highlight on. Then those that are calling, saying all kinds of things what they have not done. So I just want to encourage the honorable to continue the hard work, the hard effort, and the money that is spending on the people and also the district. This of patriotic that we're talking about.
Thank you.
They have not yet become representative yet. It's been interesting. So what more of your representatives are there? So thank you for the hard work. Thank you for continuing to work for the people.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's take we'll take just 5 more, then we go back to the honorable man to respond. Let's take this one. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, this is David King, an executive member of the National Response and Defense Team.
Go ahead.
I think what your studio guest stated is heavily indebted to the people of district number 12. Because I listened to your first panelist the last time, Mr. Quipla. I think Mr. Quipla, a lot of the caller that called accommodated him. There was a lot of call of accommodation. Then this Jerry Yogwa. So, Mr. Yogwa, if you want to,
so are you going to use calls to verify information?
No. What I'm seeing here, the people who are in that district, they themselves are alluding to some of the things I was said by Mr. Quipla and Mr. Yogwa when in the studio. I mean, in the studio, you asking him about some of those very things. He are not being able to even allude to someone. I mean, I see how watching the show.
No, he admitted to some and he refuted some. What else did you?
Yeah, but the majority, or the majority, I think when you promise people, you are already indebted to the people.
Okay.
So it is not that the people don't have right to ask him, because promises are there. Whenever you make a promise to people, more especially you're running for office.
Thank you.
You should be men of your word.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. When you promise people, pay them. This person, 1 minute. Hello, sir. Let's hear you. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is George Yankee Williams, and I do join you from Stephen Tower Estate.
Go ahead, George.
Okay. Maybe have your studio guest. I'm part of the leadership of Stephen Tower Estate. I'm the coordinator for district. I mean for Black every extinction. You have promised us 100 times now, but up to now we are not yet from it.
Are you guys making all of these statements from a genuine perspective, or you just saying it because you I mean you are against him?
No, I'm not against him.
You say your name again? Your name again?
My name is George Yankee Williams.
And you are the.
That's when the Stephen Tower, I mean, special project school invited Mr. Yogwa for the student council government. He promised the students 80,000 labor day. Up to now, he have not come out to say anything for this money. So I want to know where are we to get this money from him.
You want to know where are we? Let's take the last 3. This person quickly. Let's hear you.
name is Thomas Moreover, and I'm from Carisburg.
Go ahead, Carisburg.
Yeah, let me appreciate your guest. This is the English and so I mean, he's doing immensely well.
You gotta be a bit audible. Go ahead.
Yeah, although I'm not a part of that district, but hearing from what he has done, he's doing well. But this is the point. When they are opting for positions, they come up with so many projects. And then these projects are used as some card to get the positions that they are vying for. Now, when they get there, they are not able to continue in line with the same project they have been doing that have convinced the people that they are, because they are using the project to convince the people that they are not yet represented, but when they get there, they will do more.
Okay.
Now, when they get there, the money they have credited from other institutions and banks, they have to repay those money. As a result, they become dormant, they become laissez-faire, and then the community does not even benefit anything from them. So what he's doing right now is going to be like someone like Mr. Summer or Namo Summer again. In the near future, the people start complaining because those money that he's using, these are not his personal money, or if they are personal money, he has to also replenish his coffers
Okay.
that he has depleted.
Thank you.
So those are raw precedents that people should live on to seek political offices. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's take the last two. This person, let's hear you 1 minute. Go ahead. Hello? Oh my God. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, let's hear you. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Oliver, you're not doing justice to all. Oliver.
Oh.
Hello? Hello?
You called to make flower? Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Oliver, so the issue, Oliver, Mr. Director, is the next representative for District 12. But all what I say, come to the teacher is Catholic Bolivia. The people are taking up for that Mr. Director, for that people to they remain in the teacher joyous. So, all I want to talk to Mr. Director is the next. Oh, shit, my money.
You're still on the radio.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, because his work is uncountable. I think that's what you meant to say. I don't know why you were taking issues with me, though. But let's see. This is an international caller. What's your name? Where do you join us from? Hello? Go ahead. Listen to your phone and not the radio.
Yeah, hello, Jerry. How you doing? This is Studman.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Look, Jerry is a very fine person. Jerry and I live in Pennsylvania together.
Okay.
And I know him very well. And Jerry is very active in the Liberian community over here. And people saying Jerry credit money. Jerry has his own money. Jerry is not over there to beg anybody. Jerry is a very fine person, and I hope the people can get into.
Go ahead. You hope the people can get him to. Oh my God. Let's take this person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Good evening, Oli, Khan.
Good evening.
Khan, this is the boss of Albert Bropler, and I join you from the grounds of the legislature. I'm a resident of District number 12. Well, Khan, I listened to the everyday leader of District number 12 in Liberia. He spoke very eloquently. Look, Khan, listen to the aspirant. This man lay out all of the policy issues, all of the legislative projections that he want to do for the people of District number 12. Do that man not say, look, Khan, this is the only aspirant. This is the only aspirant in District number 12 that appear on radio stations that invited you to come and do fact-finding to all of the projects in his district. No lawmaker or no aspirant are doing that on your platform. When it comes to education, this man has provided the highest education materials for the people of District number 12. You come to road infrastructure, this man upgrade most of the roads in the district. You come to health, this man provided health materials for the people of District number 12.
Okay.
So we think the people of District number 12 to rise up. We think the people of District number 12 to rise up, come up to let our own song with Jerry Kolba here. But thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll call it a day. I'm sorry, we cannot. Man CC is calling. You're in District 14. This conversation is about District 12.
Hello?
Go ahead. Let's hear you. Leave your radio quickly. Go ahead quickly.
Okay, let me say thank you for the topic. This is how to your studio guest. This is my sister. Although I live in the street 14, but I got live right in the street 12. Getting me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, what I want to say to my brother, he has said it, or people will come against you. But sometimes our people that want to go to the House of State or representative, they can start there, say, oh, so much that when they even get there to do it, it can be hard. They won't do it, but the money they take in everything, they put it to there for help. It can be too much. So when they start saying that people say, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this one, and now when they fail, then they put it against it. So you need to be very careful how they say things when they go to the legislature, when they go to the House. My advisor, he go up for party, it's in the permission no to the ain't not for fail. So be careful when they say for the thing when they want to go to the House. And be very careful when they say things to the people.
Okay.
So they can call you by that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, man, Sisi. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is the only caller who who doesn't regard the host at all. Man, Sisi, I wrong you. Well, we'll go back to you, Mr. Yobo.
Yeah, thank you so much again. Thank you to all the callers. Let me first start with the real issue.
There are too many calls, but we cannot.
Yeah, I will summarize all of them. I was able to get as many. Cool. At no point in time I told you that I ever graded because I Bolivar Road anyway. I said the Chikizzy Factory Road,
the Kadoma Road.
The Kadoma Road. So that caller need to listen very well. Now let's get to the Stephen Tower issue. And I think the last caller said it right. When I served as a co-launcher to Mr. Cummings during the leadership inaugural program, Mr. Cummings did not show up, so I did take the stand as a chief launcher. And at that point, I told the leadership I would give them 100,000 Liberian data.
Okay.
And the leader of that community is a personal friend of mine, Terrence DeWall. And I want you again to take the microphone to Mr. Terry himself and ask him, have Mr. Yobo come to you on numerous occasions asking you, when are you guys starting the project and if he could make his money available?
Okay.
And he told me the leadership have not decided on when to open an account. And until that can be done, I should hold on. And it's so sad that someone calling himself part of the leadership who is claiming to be a spokesman. He just need to go and ask his boss.
Okay.
And I invite you again to take the microphone.
So you're willing to pay the money, but
of course
it is the channel through which it will
exactly
be paid.
So
That's the
exactly
order.
so. And this guy is my personal friend. We meet on a daily basis. Even just before I came to the studio, we tested. We talk almost every other time. So those guys need to go back to the leadership because that leadership is headed by Terry DeWall, and Terry is my friend, and I decided to support him. And well, because of him, I even made such a promise to give him that money to help him with leadership.
Okay.
And other aspirants went there and make pledges. And as I speak to you, they haven't paid a penny. But again, Jerry Yoruba is the focus. So everybody go after Jerry Yoruba. And when it comes to other concern people have, you see, everything I tell people in my life, I fight to do it.
Okay.
Because that is who I am. That's my character. And to say individual young kids, young people that need to go to school and learn and allow people to make them to get on air and make false statement against men like Jerry Yoruba. It's so sad. But I will not be deterred because I will keep working for my people.
Okay.
And all I want to do is to serve my people. And Jerry Yoruba come October 10th, I'm going to be the next representative. And they will have to work with me. And that's why I know my district is divided. That's why I have made reconciliation to be one of my first thing on the 90 days plan I have.
Okay.
Reconciliation of the district. Because my district otherwise is divided.
Wow.
People are bitter. So reconciliation have become one of my 90 days plan. And the second one is to embark on the completion of our district office. And Jerry Yobwa is not going to be deterred. I'm going to work. Special project is my school. That's why I started my elementary school from. And special project leadership was promised to get 80,000. And I want you to take the microphone to special project come next week. They will tell you that Mr. Yobo have delivered on that promise.
Okay.
You see, I don't promise them to do. And it's so sad that people want to use that as propaganda. That's not the issue. The issue is the betterment of the people of District 12. And that's my focus.
Your party comments.
So thank you so much for having me. And once again, I want to tell people District 12, don't be carried away by those individuals. Jerry Yogwa is here to fight for you. And like I always told you guys, there's a new day that has come for District 12. And that new day is being brought to that district by Mr. Jerry Kodwa Yogwa. So we are going to be together. I'm going to fight for you. And I want you to join the Friends of Jerry Yogwa so we can deliver our district come October 10, 2023. Thank you so much for having me. And God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. He's Jerry Koluba Yobo, a representative aspiring there in District number 12. We take a break. When we come back, we are supposed to be having an update from the court. But as we speak, we are told the former Chief Justice is being taken to the compound of the Monrovia Central Prison. I don't know how true is it, but our judiciary correspondent will fill us in. Let's take a break while we make the connections, and we'll be right back.
So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell law in your hands, all your authority. That it can't take your life. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must take it. I mean you cheche, do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it, I'm a part of report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's coming down for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center. For all of our Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self-omen, Omen Samsaya.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. before. Crime Stop.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. The breaking news, Madam Gloria Maya Muzu Scott is currently at Sub Beach, according to what we've gathered. But again, we don't have the details of this identical situation, so we will be joining Benjamin Quay. Benjamin Quay is our judiciary correspondent. Benjamin, welcome. From your reportorial duty. From the grounds of the Temple of Justice. Good evening.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on the show this evening.
Okay, so you're just from the Temple of Justice. What do we know? Where is Madam Scott at the moment?
As we speak, Madam Scott, she's been heavily escorted by the Liberia National Police to the Maria Central Prison. Wow. I just wonder if you can see the zest and
I can tell that you are still fighting to catch your breath. So you were at the prison compound and witnessed the madam being taken inside the compound.
In fact, I was at the court ground. In fact, in the Monroe City Court, when the two legal team were accurate on her bond.
Okay. Wow.
And in fact, when she was arrested, she was turned over to the court under the supervision of Judge Magistrate Ben Baker.
Okay.
And the two sides, the defense filed in for a bail for her to be bailed tomorrow, so she can be returned on a bond. And the government defense team resisted that she should not be bailed out because on ground she have the rate have a murder.
Okay.
So in the wisdoms of the Supreme Magistrate, he said the allegations is grave, so he could not rule within a short period of time. So he suspended his ruling to 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
But in that process, she can go home.
Okay.
So she should be sent to the Monroe prison.
Okay.
So present day she's at the Monroe
Yes, in fact, I escorted her with a motorbike.
Oh wow!
No, you didn't escort her. You were
definitely on your duty. Following.
I escorted the convoy. The convoy leaving.
Now you're talking.
I follow the convoy because there were riots.
We are like your lawyers here now. So
we are supporters of the.
We are your lawyers and we got to guide you in what you say. So you were on your duty, no matter how you went there on motorbike.
You followed
the event. At the
you did not escort.
So it was the sheriff and the police that did the escorting.
Yeah,
not you.
So the the issue was they are forced from the sort of pick up from the Unity Party.
Yeah, that's exactly where my concern is.
So the pick up, they were agitating that the car they were in, they got a fourth person.
Okay.
Madam Scott and the other three.
So they were all taken to the prison.
Yeah, so they were preventing the escort to enter the prison. So the ERU, the emergency response unit, had to intervene and clear them out of the way so the escort can enter.
Okay.
So, but I speak to you, she at the Monroe Central Prison. I don't know whether by entering there they will bring her out again, but currently as we speak.
So up to the time you were there, she was in South Beach.
Yeah.
Along with the three other.
So just so you know, when they say Monroe Central Prison, the common name outside there is South Beach.
Yeah, South Beach.
So Madam Scott is now at South Beach.
Yes, she definitely.
And tomorrow the judge is going to resume
at 12.
The case will have a ruling
in the argument between the two.
The two parties
the two legal teams.
So the defense counsel is
resisting,
is waiting for the madam and the other people to be
built,
to be built out.
Yeah.
So that they can stand for them.
And the prosecution says no.
Okay.
Because you have a murder.
Because
as part of the charges.
If you look at the way arrest,
you are a judiciary, reporter. Murder is a non-bailable offense on our law.
Yes, of course, but. There are certain level it can be bailed out.
Okay.
Like for example, you as Oliver Kine, you have been accused as
no, you use different person name.
Okay. Okay. That's a John Brown accused of murder. Good. But then in that instance, people see where the murder took place. John Brown at in Greenville and the murder took place here. John Brown arrived 2 days or 3 days before. Let's say John Brown was in Greenville when the murder took place. When John Brown arrived, they said John Brown is murder. So when you go to court, the court look at the time frame.
So you'll
not be free.
They're looking for an alibi
because the case, the murder is not really linked. You wasn't on the scene. when the murder took place.
Okay.
So they will bail you out, you go home, then the court begin its investigation, whether the court begin the litigation process, whether you were involved.
Okay.
You could be in Greenville or you be in Sando and kill here.
Okay.
So, but once you're not on that scene, you can be bailed out.
Also, there could be other technical legal reasons for people, being bailed out.
Yeah.
But from what you were able to gather, she's at South Beach at the moment, and the judge will be ruling tomorrow as to whether by 12 tomorrow as to whether there should be whether they can accept the request by the defense counsel or overrule it and have it taken back to South Beach.
Sure.
Okay.
So what exactly was the scene like at the Temple of Justice? Because just looking at several different, media platforms right now, it seems like you have a lot of tension there. How is it?
Elisa, in fact, from our house to the grounds of the Temple of Justice, it was really heat. People were pulling in, people were protesting that she should not go.
So you were at her house, and then you kept.
I was on a workshop when I received a call by 3:15 that police was already on their way to go arrest her.
Okay.
So I
where in Broadville?
No, not Broadville, but Singer.
Okay, her house at Singer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I quickly left the workshop. I went there. By the time I got there, police already leaving the place, bring her out of court. So I followed.
Okay.
You did not escort, you followed.
Yeah. I think he used the real one. So you follow.
Good one.
Benjamin, thank you very much for filling us in.
You're welcome.
Okay. He's Benjamin Quay, our correspondent from the Temple of Justice, filling us in with the latest information relative to the Councilor Gloria Maya Musu Scott situation. According to him, he was there. He witnessed everything when she was taken to the compound of the Monroeville, Central Prison. We say South Beach. Here, according to him, the defense counsel, filed a motion to have the suspects released on bail. But the prosecuting counsel, rejected because, according to them, murder is a non-bailable offense, and considering the nature of it, they didn't think it was in the right interest of the state in the case to have the madam and her family members to be released on bail. So the judge could not immediately, according to him, render a judgment in the situation. So he was able to reserve his ruling on that, petition as was filed by the defense counsel, pending the resumption of the case by 12 noon, on tomorrow, at the Temple of Justice, where the case is being held. So that is the latest news in the country, and so we're. That is why it is. Alexa, you got anything to say about it? Maybe Liberians want to call and participate in this thing.
So I think, like I said yesterday, I would like to reserve all of my different comments, but he said one thing that actually had me really thinking. Why exactly did we have the Unity Party to be there and trying to, intercept exactly what the police was trying to do? I'm trying to understand that, because we have said over and over that this is not a political case and this is not something that should be politicized. So whenever you have all of those different things, I guess it becomes, a recipe for violence, and that is something that we should discourage seriously.
Okay, so that's what it is. If you're listening, that's the news. According to our correspondent Ben Quay, the madam was taken to the Central Prison called South Beach, where she should be, currently in her cell, pending tomorrow's ruling by the judge as to whether the petition as filed for by the defense counsel will be sustained, or there is going to be an overrule from the judge in the situation, which again will have a return to the Central Prison until the rest of the litigation process will be exhausted. A ruling handed down. If an appeal is to be taken, it is taken. The Supreme Court will have the final decision, and that will end the entire episode. My name is Kai. Alexa is here. If you're listening, call us and let's know what you make of this situation. We don't have the luxury of time. Let's take the first. Let's take the first caller on this issue. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Thank you very much, KOK. I'm very excited to see justice prevail on the excellency President George
What has the president got to do with this one?
No, apart from being a part of a party, but this is for justice. It's not the president. We are talking about somebody that is getting justice or what justice will be given.
Okay.
So we will get a flower to excellence because it's not a stewardship that justice is prevailing. But my issue, I'm Poker Robert. And I join you from a comfortable residence.
No time.
Huh?
No time.
You Poker Robert, you join from your comfortable residence where?
No time. But let's end the issue.
Thank you.
You have to apologize to the public.
Okay. I'll have to apologize to the public. Public, I apologize. And he may say I have to apologize to the public. My begin Poker Robert, I better than you understand. Yellow. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. Hello. Good evening, Chief. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me say good evening to your co-host, and Emmanuel, and to joint acting chairperson of the People's Liberation Party.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's a good thing we are hearing the good news. Every one of you guys have done well, including the Concern Labrador Network, including the manager of that station. You guys have done well, flagging this issue. But the situation is not over. We want to call the Justice Minister to recuse himself from this case because he's the chief prosecutor of this case. And we have collected from credible sources that on the night of that incident, the former Chief Justice placed a call to the Justice Minister, and she even drove at his home. So now, and this guy is also serving as the chief prosecutor, the Attorney General of this country. Okay, it's expedient enough. Let the Justice Minister recuse himself on this case. I think it will appease this case, or it will be done at a 100 million case, and then at the end, it will be a complete vlog. Thank you very much for your 40 minute time.
Thank you very much. The next time you call, please define what VLA is. This person, go ahead. 1 minute.
Thank you, Khan. William, defender.
Go ahead, William.
I'm the more happier man. All my government are supporting.
Somebody go to jail, you happy? What kind of man are you?
Somebody committed crime. Now why you go to jail? Though I got in the land, or something happened and in the land, in your house, and you were hiding it if you have to bring information out. But people get that funny and they say that you want to find culpable or why happened in your house. So they will hold you until your lawyer can be pleading to the court. It's going to be savvy. I don't know. Then the person that we're talking about is not a small person. You see, so President, we have government and we're going to defend, we're going to push our president. We're going to do the right thing in this country because we're doing something on the right way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We leave you right there. Let's take this other person. Go ahead quickly. No time for all of the introduction. Hello. Hello. Okay, we leave you right there. That person is on ready. This person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Hello. Go. We're great. We're great, ma'am.
The only thing I gotta say is been too long. I'm not having to jail you. They're going to jail. It's not a good thing, but it's too late. This year, if it happens in January, February, we're going to be a good thing. But it's delayed that day or the days. But anything delayed, it's still just will come. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll leave you and take the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute, quickly. Oh, that person is unavailable. The network is kicking against us. Let's take this one. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute.
My name is Robert Makoya from Main Street.
Robert, go ahead. The man who said he live close to the Justice Minister. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, she also live near me. The former Chief Justice live closer to me to District.
So leave your radio now.
I want to say it shouldn't be you cannot whether they agree. They only carry her there when people think they buy overnight the free she go to a house.
Oh, they did not do it before?
The reason here is if it were me, Robert Makoya, and other people that are down to the masses, beyond by a long time from the one up to today. Okay. But look at how they have been playing with him from the Justice Minister perspective. So I look at it, it shouldn't be a charade. You carry her in a day while overnight she will be free and go to a hall. What she will be there, we will not know. That people will be saying she has to so big. So I want to warn the government prosecutor that they should be serious because they want to store President Wiani all the time. I want them to be seriously, because you see political parties have been involved in the thing from day one up to today. I listen to your correspondent So he's saying the Unity Party was preventing the woman not to enter. So they have been politicized already.
Thank
so
you.
They shouldn't play chicanery with us. Thank you very much.
We'll leave you right there, my brother. Let's take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, KK, this is my CC again calling for the second time.
General, let's hear you.
Okay, let me say this to the Liberian people. When I'm manipulating a show, okay. They just fully with the public that they carry the money to shout will go home to there, sleep for you, but the money are there to let. So more money they bring her back. So man, that fool up there, that just administration there. He's getting the country, but you see that what he's doing. But President will judge him tomorrow. God will judge him tomorrow. He continue doing what he's doing. That one has to be inside the just fully also they care to solve it. They don't bring down the crap. But after the point leave to let you see the black out go for that woman. About to want to go see them, go care about tomorrow morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that's more Karen back and follow. We'll leave you. We'll take the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Hello. Okay. It is a sad thing. Let's take this other person quickly. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Where do you join us from? Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Ozzy Wuzing. I join you from this 15.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, for the county top 10 happiest man in the world, I'll be one of the first person on the list. What I'm happy here today is because the government, some of us we support, pushing justice. You know, people saying this will
somebody go to jail one day like justice.
So the time if you must go to jail and then facing the justice. You know, Musa Deen has been playing caricature with this case. We know. Me and what president we are is president. This case, we will see the good end of it. You know, I said yesterday listening to you saying that you don't have anything to say about the case.
No, I don't got nothing to say about it. I just let you know say the people say they carry more to stop it. I ain't got nothing to say about the case.
Yeah, president, some of all we said, because you are one of those in this country, some of all we are depending on was in election and then getting all the breathful analysis. So when all you yesterday, I was making my way on the show, but I was able to make my way on the show.
Okay.
So that I want you to please follow this.
No, the thing in the code now, I can't talk nothing about it. We just need updates. So anything the code do today, the code say, well, that won't happen. What will you tell you? Simple. We ain't got no opinion. Thank you very much. Thank you. We leave you right there. When the code say we free out today, we say, oh, the code free out. The code say we get water today, we say, oh, the code get water. Anything the coach choose to do, that's what we do, and that's exactly what it is. Yes, we are out of time. Let me see whether this international caller has been trying. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Chief. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Mohammed Kamara from UAE.
Mohammed from UAE. Go ahead, Mohammed.
Yeah, no. What all going on in Liberia when it comes to the justice system, Musa Deen is the cause. I can remember when President Weah just nominated Musa Deen. I was happy and I had two papers because I was in Liberia. I used to be friendly with them. All papers, they don't have problem. They can't put into trouble. So I used to be friendly with them. So when they bring the other men came, they both of them working in the food. Personally, as I speaking, they working in the food. I can't call their name.
Oh yeah, you do about the man in trouble.
Yeah. So the white man told me that he said, my pidgin, he said, my son, I know Musa Deen very well. I'm Musa Deen attending the same school. He said, if you think Musa Deen or President Weah will win a single case under Musa Deen, it will never happen. I said, but that's how you were told it when he said, my son, I know you. I know Musa Deen, the kind of character he is. So the few days later, the other paper came to me. I was saying the same thing. So he narrated the same thing to me. He said, President Weah will never win single case under Musa Deen. He said, because one for Musa Deen is not in the interest of President Weah. That position he only gave him there for him to make money. But President Weah should not expect nothing for Musa Deen.
Okay, thank you.
For that time, like 2 minutes, nothing up to now. Every single thing they told me, even the drug case I was talking about. As soon as I told them about that drug case, they say that death case. Because the men working in the port, the men say the people that Musa Deen supposed to arrest, he now arrested him. How can somebody go buy goods? And the person that bring the goods, you know, arrest the man that bring the good, the man that go buy the good, then you arrest the man.
Thank you.
How that makes sense to you?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we leave you right there. Let's take this quick break, and that break will lead us to next week. We will return here next week. God bless you. Bye-bye.